Cum an Lúthchleas Gael, Spridúil, Sanúil, Arsa. Tá an legan amach nó cruimhe idir félagus amánaíocht de facachas den géadúir sa bhléana 2008 tríis cur le líon na gluthí leis an amuíocht agus leis an ráma. Ach tá praghas le díal ar an ráma. Tá gáile breis lúna, breis sanolalas agus uaireanta beidir breis costais le seasa chomá. Ach cén praghas go díreach atá an spórt amatéireachsa, agus an bháachtar daoine ar le taobh in san sodarsa chun bar feabhas. Sa trasá, be for a fiochantar na costaisí a leanan ar gluthí. Cé tá gíoch, agus cad asatá siad a gíoch. Agus má tá luach trochtálainn, chun is a chuir an sonisteach ar luachanna ar gluthí. Seo é GAA Eile. Is sé cluthaigh canis pelle na hÉireann bar buaic na bliana ar éilear pelle chum an Lúthchleas Gael. Bheadh éon bháil don lucht leanúna go meach an bheasagéir héin, teis anna ruachar ar héin ar thuairt céad.
Beidir go bíon rud is súnta sí be chluichí canis na bliana 2008 ná go bíon tástáil dearnachaí sa chraobh is déana riamh.
Chomá leis na cruimhacha cúige seanna bhunaithe agus na cluichí cúldoris, tugach bouta omláin nó bouta an táireachtar isteach. Rud a thug níos mó cluichí ná mar bhí riamh hanadún. Ach a neoin na gluichí seo go léir, facachas de scata ná bheadh acha an toramháin ar an imirt ag deireadh na bliana.
Agus dá réamh sar a lastálaach éonchaid, go dainn sar a gcuideach an éarúntar, bead na dubs rá láid ar na núdar, go dainn giad fí rá gur bheith an cásálaigh le céad an ócú bliana nuas.
Cad as a tháinig an forlámhas sa. An álaigh ná filleann nach chuas seall agus híos seall mar atá feicithe i gás mórán chuntaithe eile, nó béidir gur torra é ar an naillte tá ag bruchtaíl idir chathair is tua. Chun na ceistena sa reagart, caithfar fiochan til a gréibhsa I bhfad rimis chluichí canis an léanúh.
Yeah, I'm up at Brooklyn, now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to De Niro, but I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra, and since I made it here, I can make it anywhere.
Go chaon bbliain agus an chraobh a tanna lótha, tá an gidam agus taspach ar an múirí na tíide. Chuna sí dhéanam míid mbliana, rimá nó drothasab, nó béidir go bhí seo an bbliain. Slíonn an chraobh na haon bbliain na 1,000,000 bhaile, ag an Lúndan nó nuáireach sa bháin isteach a bréibh chonachta. A neoin fethir bliain iireachta ní éirithe le nuáireach idir is plein craobh a bháin a bhhachtí go déasa.
Cé gur cheart an ghéarmhaíocht bheile breistant an aonchluiche cruimhe, tá bhad níos mó ná cluichí ciad bhóta a gréibh chonachta I gceistin sa.
Ní héháin an pell, a sínta tábhachtá don camráideocht agus daoine heige an seach sé uairháin sa bblion, gus casan siad ar a cheile agus neici siad ceile príom an cead blion eile. Agus tá sínta tábhachtá chuine le gáil siad an héin, le go mar an daine rá cáidú é stapó. Ach, chun níos mó an pell an seo, tan rud gaalach a ligean seo.
It's an awful lot more difficult here because you're not the dominant sport. You're not even on the radar in terms of sports in America. So it makes it more difficult in terms of, we say, fundraising, in terms of getting publicity, in terms of getting people interested in the game. But I mean, look, we've been around for 104 years. GAA outside of New York has been thriving as well in the large cities in particular. Yeah, it's a struggle, but I mean, it's an enjoyable struggle. You're not at death's door, and we do that because we enjoy it, I would think,
It's non-stop action, 115 to 18 points. There's 1 minute at least left. Is there a winner here in Gaelic Park for Leitrim? Gone forward, combining nicely. They're inside the 20-metre line. There's a chance here for Noel Plunkett. Is this Leitrim on the way to the Connacht Championship? It is! It's over the bar. What a recovery. The referee blows the full-time whistle. And Leitrim remain in the Connacht Championship with an amazing victory here in the Bronx, New York.
Stoilm goil se le fiscin go rába chun sprid agus an baisna bhí atá le meascan clú agus a meascan na mreorí. Go bhfuil nasc anna glú agus na himreorí se agus an loch leanúna lena gluthe héin chluhíí na ngail. Tá críomhiste táinmh ach mar sin héin is léir gur fiú leanúnte Eaglis agus is léir chomá gur fiú lótha agus gur fiú dóibh a bheith ceangant leis a gréibh.
It's just holding on to a piece of home. You know, you hate to let go of that. You hate to let go of your roots, your history, your culture, just your Irishness in general. You know, for me personally, it's just about keeping a connection to home, and no better unit than the GAA to do that. It's family.
Cígan na hníimi go léir an tocht a habaint le rán fortíocht, cé chó réadúlas atá sé go mar fí súil go mar ceachtar an dáirann sa, nó go dain scata fór na eiles na muocht a gluthe canis cúige, gan gluthe canis na héir na bhacan éair.
There's different types of elites. There are the elites who have a chance of winning things, and there's the elite who don't have a chance of winning things. And there are a lot of counties that don't really have a chance of winning. You know, that's de facto true. Winning big, the All-Ireland, for example. So you are going to have imbalances, but it depends on what you want to win. I mean, for example, you know, Leitrim won a Connacht Championship in the recent past. Yeah, so it's possible to win, but it's very difficult.
Cén áfilach dornáin anna bheag cúntaithe féidir le iad héna haulú I gluthe canis na héireann. Tá an bháisteach atá ag cléile blianta beag anuas á nealú glan amach, agus iad áir hinis ag scata mar an irin is fearr a dimir pell riamh.
There's about 10 reasons why Dublin are successful. Obviously, demographics plays a huge part of this. Dublin is the biggest city. I think if you add the next 40 towns and cities in Ireland together, they don't even equal the size of Dublin. Dublin always had the advantages when it came to sponsorship money, when it came to the demographics. What Dublin is now is just organised, and really the question should be for Dublin is, why did it take so long for Dublin to get organised?
Stolam rud atá na bheith ag bailile líanais ná tá cultúr de friúlán inis, hosning Pat Gilroy chur ahrú an cultúr sin, agus tá sé ahra go hiile agus go thomláin ag Jim Gavin inis, á sé córasach inis, á sé anagrathe, má heastíno cúnta éile duling leclo begar who bheith comhagrathe.
At the moment, Dublin happen to have as well the best team they've ever had, with the best players they've ever had, and an absolutely brilliant manager. You can have all the money in the world and all the population in the world, but if you don't have those things, really special players and a brilliant manager, well then you're going nowhere.
Very hard. It's very hard for counties at the lower end of the order of merit, if you like, to rise up the ladder because they're out of the limelight. It's not attractive to play for the county. You put a huge effort in. You put the same effort in as Dublin and Kerry put in, but you don't even get covered in the papers. From the time I was born, I was at football matches, at football training. It's the same for all the lads here on the team. Family traditions and connections, parishes and in our county, we come together and you're always dreaming maybe of achieving something at some stage in the future. We always think it's possible and maybe create that difference that will change perception of Carlow football. In the past, we would expect to lose. Down the road, Kilkenny expect to win. Dublin expect to win. Kerry expect to win. And that's what usually happens. You usually fulfill your prophecies. We're changing mindsets, really. That's what we're really done here. We change the mindset. Footballers have always been here. We put a bit of structure on it, a bit of organisation on it, and I think we're beginning to fulfil some of our potential now at this stage.
Níl mi sé gearan faoi bailithe lí a chorbe. Bhí féidir ach ará go bhfuil sár job a dhéanamh acu. An rud atá mise rá ná cén fá a bhfuil nachhfuil an struchtúr sin á choristeach I gcundi eile. Cén fá a bhfuil mid ag díreú isteach quick fixes. Níl éon quick fix anseo. Caithí blian in blian airgid a chuirteach fecinn tú nuair churann tú isteach airgid. Nuair óbríonn na daoine cheart nuair tá struchtúr a gult. Tá an seans agat comórtais a bhóchad.
We don't have the resources here to maybe provide our players with the same supports that the top teams get. I suppose that's life really, you know. Life is tough and we have to put up with it at times, you know.
It means everything to me, yeah. It's just like Dublin people follow Dublin, Wicklow people follow Wicklow. I'm a Carlow man, so I follow Carlow.
You would have stayed there with a ball. €2, 3 with a 5 with a ball.
Sure, one of these days we might win in All Ireland. All we can do is hope.
Up Carlow.
We know now today it's going to be a very, very hard match with Carlow. But I think Kildare will win it. They just barely shade it. Like anyone that says it's not about winning, they're kidding themselves. I want to win, and that's it. You know, you have to be a bit of a lunatic like to follow Gaelic, I think. It's a mad game, like. So look what you're trying to do. Put the ball over the bar, put the ball into the net, and there's 3 or 4 fellas beating the head out of you and kicking you around the place. It's very hard, it's very tough.
Most of the teams that aspired to All-Ireland success, they wouldn't rate Carlow whatsoever. There's no doubt about that. We were probably a bit of a laughingstock maybe for a lot of the time, and to me that's very hurtful as a Carlowman, because I feel we have the footballers here. You've got to be able to look at the opposition in the eye and sound as good as you any day I go out. We can come away from the championship and say we gave that everything. We gave everything we had here today, and the people of Carlow are proud of what we've done here today. Win or lose, that team is a team we can follow, and we can stand up with the other counties in the country, and we are not going to be the laughingstock or whipping boys for anybody.
Carlow are playing like Kerry at the moment. Incredible stuff. Carlow rising as Sean Murphy comes forward again. He's waylaid with a challenge, but the choo-choo's on the train again. And there's a hand in there from the Kildare man, but it's gone to John Murphy. Look who's coming forward, Horse Lawler. He can wrap it up until the more. Horse goes for the shot. It's a... Goes to the stands! What a goal! Oh my word! Carlow blowing Kildare away. They've blown them away.
It's very easy when you're playing for Dublin or for Kerry when you win All-Irelands. When you're up in Division 4 and you're still playing football for your county, those guys are the superstars of the GAA, in my opinion.
We were given no hopes coming down here today. But we know in Carlow we have footballers, and they proved it today. Fair play. Carlow rising!
The support we had during the game, like a 16-man. I mean, the supporters were so vocal behind us. It was just incredible. For a council like Carlow, it's not something we're used to.
We don't get days like this too often.
We're coming after Dublin again.
Tá ag gíorúir an gréibh am rothal an taurig fuid feid na tíre. Tá na fórna cúnta agus a loch leanúna fáil deis an nachna cúnta a chahabh. Iad a súl nó beidir a gcuí go néidir ó gleohan.
Some in knocked or some gone to lose. So, whatever, miracles do happen.
Thug na créibhacha cúige cortha fóntach an cín. Agus scagan na bótaí cáilthe plúr na bhórna ón godeile. Fé bhíúil tá 8 orna fós na seasamh. Agus iad go léir rán fáirteach an giadúir am átaí chmórtas an táir-ochtar. Chmórtas a chintín na bach irid pelle idir chunta ar riamh a gabha taurige gin.
Tá mí itá I gceart lár bhaile chuanóis in siúl goilehnic an Arda Joe Park near Tiernach. Tá ciaí take dín meile nuh mo chud chmórtas an sáireachta. Bhín ceantas na buntáistí bhí molta ag an nám, go mbeadh fór na nósciaí teachtaríos na Bailta régiúnacha. Is mór an ócáidí agus is mór aige loch nó an bhaile an túnchor a bhíon agus sló marse teach go dtí baile beag.
It's important to the town because it brings in so many people that really would never ever step foot in Clones. For bars and hotels and things like that, it covers the rates for the year. Some actually say that they take a whole month's taking in one day, which is something else.
It's great to be getting days out in July, in late July in Clones the whole time, and Monaghan still being there in with a great chance the whole time.
Bhí ar thúra déag in dhéanamh, se héan freigra tá sí go éir tríaltar feadh 3 bliana ó thaobh baile clia, buanan for na sfear gach blian. So, cuma cén córas a town, dámara dé gur bíad san an fearnas fear bhíidir chun an comórtas a bhóchant.
some of the counties have access to much more money than we would have in terms of sponsorship and endorsements and things like that players from the lower counties just don't get access to, you know. Look, I suppose that Dublin would be the real leading example of it. Like, their sponsorship agreement with AIG sure is worth millions, you know.
Mas branda tusa is ma hastin with dovranda a choro score un pobl. Tá stoig with dovranda choro score hempun kuig million coach it son hashe dem la clear. And that's the the chor o score branda garlach gan en divas a haver garlach gan dawt. Tá stoig go hon branda chor leis an torges mo.
I wonder, is there a possibility maybe that we could handle sponsorship agreements centrally and maybe through Croke Park? You know, that some of that funds could be diverted towards the other counties, that we all take part, we're all part of the organisation, and without the 31 teams competing against Dublin, AIG wouldn't be interested in them either.
Ní féidir dhéanamh gan airgid, sin cínte. Ach, ní féidir leat aon comórtas a cheannach. Ní féidir leat é sin a dhéanamh. Caithfidh tú na peladóirí agus na himánaí a cruthú bliain and ag bliain and ag bliain.
Morán cainte díanta agus á dhéanamh, morán scríte agus á scríb, fen ra atáid orna adarchonta á clia gúrsaí cumandú clascail. Tá chud vadas na haragóintí sa buna hir ghainra agus chursaí airigid chomar. Ach chunastá ag an levélas bunúsaí ar fad, levél na glob. Tam se take hen sáineh go dtí crocaí cilmachada a site ag gart lár geiscatá á clia.
We have 5,500 members here in Crokes. Of those, about 2,400 are playing members, and I think about 1,800 of them are under 18, so you can imagine the logistics.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
It is a volunteer club, like every GAA club in the country. We have over 1,000 Garda vetted volunteers.
See the sleeve there walking up? Oh, yeah.
And we have 2 full-time employed games promotion officers here at the club. We use their expertise. They are qualified, they are trained, and we use them not just for coaching, but we use them to coach the coaches.
We're going to see who can handle the pace and complete all 5 games.
A lot of these kids and a lot of the parents, their first time introduced to GAA, and we're competing with a lot of sports, especially in South Dublin, so we have to make sure that when they come to Kilmore Crokes that they enjoy their time here, you know.
There's been a lot of talk done outside of Dublin mostly about the role of the games promotion officer, how Dublin have got so much right by their use of games promotion officers. You're right at the heart of it, you are one of those people.
That line there, guys.
Where do you see your role and others in the Dublin senior inter-county GAA success story?
My role is to just assist the voluntary effort being made here and implement good structures in the club. So from that, you'd hope by implementing good structures in the club that the players get a chance to develop their skills and develop, I suppose we take it from a holistic approach, and get a chance and get the opportunity to maybe, you know, play for Dublin, be it in hurling or football. Dublin, it can be hard. You know, I was in the school the other day, and you've Leinster coaches coming in, you've soccer coaches coming in, you've basketball coaches coming in, whereas that might not always be the case in rural Ireland. So I guess, look, at one of the ways Dublin are combating that is by the Games Development Initiative.
On Monday night, over in the hurling arena, we're going to run that coaching course, and it'll give you all the basics in terms of coaching and what we're trying to achieve here in the nursery.
Population of Carlow is about 56,000. We're competing against Dublin with 1.5 million people. I mean, what's happening in Dublin at the moment is phenomenal, like, absolutely phenomenal. Every club has a coach, or maybe 2 coaches, full-time coaches, funded by the GAA. You know, that was very important maybe 10 years ago when the GAA in Dublin was probably on the decline, but the GAA got behind it and they've done great work there, and they have, the capital is very important to the GAA. And I must say, I really admire Dublin GAA people. They're fantastic people. They are fantastic people. Having said that, they've got a big leg up from the GAA in the last 10 years, and I think maybe it's time now that that money was redistributed to where it can work in favour of counties that need it.
Is léir go raibh físigh Black Lea, chúisí chuig an rialtas chun Waino Al Doirí Low, agus hiag an rialtas ag an am na buntáistí a bhí ag baint le daoine bheith páirteach. le Cumulú Clas Gael agus na club ní amach na bhrúg fáilte agus táid ag brathnair na buntáistí sin inis.
Fector do riine fuair na tíre agus elastig do bhleid lí héin bhfuil dúchán almhór a Cumulú Clas Gael an dailsa idir irbech agus tua idir cheantar caharach agus tua.
Ní linge na línte ar an leirsáil na haireann, ní chuirmid an iad agus ní léon smacht agan ar glúiseach na níní. Ba bhrálum gach ile páiste in éireann is cuma cabhail cáineart, deis bheith agat na cluichí immers. Ach mátá daoine chun bugad chuig na caharacha go léir ar fáil timpeall na tíre, tá sé deachar eáil chunas go méid na clubbaní amach faoin túa le líní níos lú a bheith nóíocht leis na clubbaní óhóra.
With ever increasing numbers, drifting towards Dublin, it's a societal thing as well. It's not just a GAA thing. Where do you see Kilmacud Crokes GAA, or Dublin GAA being in 10, 15, 20 years' time?
Dublin GAA have done a fantastic job implementing good structures and good pathways for clubs to develop. The participation rates in Dublin over the last 5-6 years, numbers have really grown. So you'd hope that that's the trend. The battle will be how do we accommodate all those players coming through? But look, that's the challenge that we have to try and deal with, I guess.
Do you ever get the feeling, or does anybody ever raise the conversation that maybe we're too big? Even the possibility of splitting up and it's...
But splitting up and going where?
Where, exactly.
Like
that's
the
question,
thing, right?
Yeah.
So no, we're much more concerned about keeping this club together. And we don't ever want to get to a stage where we're saying no to anybody who comes down here on a Saturday morning with their kid and wants to play
Nobody
Gaelic
gets
football
turned away.
or hurling, right? Nobody gets turned away. So that's a huge focus for us, is participation and encouraging anybody who wants to play to come down and come in. I think clubs like Crokes have a role to play in feeding the senior team, but only a tiny percentage of our players will ever play for Dublin. So that isn't something that we overly focus on. We focus on developing the skills and participation, and that 1% that go on to play for Dublin, fantastic.
Muna bhfuil meon ceart an agna ceart agus na skillanna forbartha agat. Níl tú chun éon cléthe buchan agus tá mí a cheappa leis an forann seo. Tá idir glórag rud éigean nua an tám ar fad, tá idir ochrasacha hebh dul ará agus an legacy sin a fágad tíobh hirdómh. I mo thuairim sin níl airgad í ana bhéin maithas don forann seo hebh na nimróirí bhfuil a buintló faoi láthair. Tá mí a ceappa bhfuil drám speisialta I láthair a bhfuil just comá sin go bhfuil idir maga lá chun cúpla réibh na hhéirna bhaintach. Ach by Gerald sin agus by gatain a caint fao foreign aigen eile gan cúpla bliain I mo thuairim se.
Ní bhaid ag forlámh atá clia go dó.
No, ní dólam go mar ag sin trú an scéil is tócha, but sin bhfuil le hitrim amach is tócha.
Deiscéal a gachain chunta eile.
Yeah, well, beidir.
Ná hablum much go tosnú bíine bhar blianta chuún hána hen.
Busig mis gimmer sa bíon gábhíl sa dóide agus sé gábhíl sa upsegan é. Is mis ceann in na Shannon is like so Marisol ditch a tainder like the tension mar shin like I was just quite to sort of went us some chlor agus an óchad agus sin an road is stoka a meanna bhí a gom im léana just dul amach agus buint sult as a gimmert cadder mar a lad og like well good like 8-9 bliain in east this time off it's been tan of us a gimmert.
Ní léon áras ná gur bhuaigan panélas fear sa tír créad na bliana gábhíle sa 8 ach nach san ar na dobs agus a gahrú créamh as a chéile. Inis aig leis an géadachta sile. Sa chudeile an trasa caithimid súil mar atá bhí adar chunta na man idir chomógaíocht agus pell. Be mí fiochan leis ról na globanna agus a bhfuil an nándóibh. Agus an teachtain se chuún díon for an nucha ar an amánaíocht agus ar an margaíocht atá dhéanamh ar an gluthe ársasa sa réon nó aimsere.